There is an invisible highway for planes, but why would pilots use this? An invisible highway of plane is used by around 1,500 flights every day from the US to Europe, with each plane flying 60 kilometers apart or 30 kilometers apart side by side. These planes are only 305 meters, or 1,000 feet, apart in height. This phenomenon is especially noticeable on flights between the US and Europe, where the sky is completely vacant. Given that the entire sky is clear, it is still unclear why pilots would pick this unsafe route. In 1920, the Japanese meteorologist Wasabi Iwase used weather balloons to find a 100-year-old occurrence. At a height of 30 to 40,000 feet, he saw the balloons being propelled towards the east by an invisible force. Despite not getting much attention, a World War II incident in 25 years made the world start to pay attention to Japanese scientists' research. 6 friends in Oregon, us, in April 1945 came across a sizable balloon in the woods. They dragged it away in their excitement, but the balloon concealed a bomb that detonated when it began to shake. The 6 buddies passed away. According to the research, Japan flew approximately 9,000 balloons across the Pacific Ocean with ceremony, with 300 of them landing in the US. Wasabi Iwase's research enabled Japan to go over violent winds and reach the US. It is thought that temperature differences between poles and the equator are what trigger strong winds with lengths of several hundred kilometers and thicknesses of 4 kilometers. A jet stream arises when warm air from the equator moves in the direction of bodies of water, as opposed to the direction it should take to reach the North Pole, which is from south to northeast. Strong winds that flow at a top altitude of 30 to 40,000 feet at a top speed of 250 km are called jet streams. They are seen as spheres in the southern hemisphere and tubes in the northern hemisphere. All throughout the year, these winds have a crucial role in the weather. It is thought that temperature variations in poles and equatorial regions are what create strong winds with widths of several hundred kilometers and thicknesses of 4 kilometers. Jet streams are produced when hot air from the equator moves towards the ponds. However, if moving from the equator to the North Pole, they should move from south to northeast. These jet streams must move from west to east in the northern and southern hemispheres due to Earth's anti-clockwise rotation from west to east at a speed of roughly 1,600 km/h. Due to the phenomena of the jet stream, 1,500 ships travel over the Atlantic Ocean every day from the US to Europe. Jet streams were first seen in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans by West Coast airline pilots in 1952. In order to enhance speed, decrease touch balance, and conserve fuel, they purposefully maneuvered the plane inside the jet stream. They wouldn't have taken the jet stream on their way back from Europe since the opposing winds had a negative impact on the plane. Instead, they would have taken another path. Pilots used the jet stream to fly east, which caused the airline business to expand quickly. But increased activity in the jet stream may have contributed to certain mishaps. To avoid collisions, route plans were made by the Air Traffic Controller, ATC. In order to control flight altitude and speed based on ship location, the ATC tower uses radars to locate plane. Although the new ATC radar has a 128-kilometer range, it can only detect ships that are present in this area. Planes send their positions to the control tower every 14 minutes by radio frequency or satellite because of the ocean's vast distances, thousands of km. A new technology was established in 1965 to maintain the radar's range because this time is vital for preventing accidents. The 14 minutes that planes spend above the ocean will be better tracked by the new technology in an effort to avoid accidents. In order to enable multiple route parks for flights to the US and Europe, the Northern Atlantic Organized Track System, NATOTS, was founded in 1965. The system is governed by 4 key stations in the Atlantic Ocean: New York Station, Canada's Newfoundland Cantor, San Maria Oceanic Control, and Shannick. The system includes 6 routes, from NAT A to NAT F. During takeoff, pilots are assigned to one route or relocate, and if traffic picks up, they are moved to another. These routes are meant to divide traffic and give efficient European shipping a boost. Weather satellites are used to track the jet stream twice daily to ensure effective travel. The United States, Europe, and the Atlantic Ocean can all be seen on the live wind map, with the Atlantic Ocean's center having a sea level wind speed of 220 km per hour. 6 paths in the NatHoTS jet stream enable aircraft to maintain speed, altitude, and lake tuning even when NATS updates are delayed by 5 or 10 minutes. This explains why aircraft bound for Europe can only be seen along this path. This is supported by the Life Plane Tracker, which shows that all ships in the Atlantic Ocean bound for Europe are moving in a straight line, whereas planes returning are a long way from the jet stream.
Subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you can be updated right away for new uploads.